Hey Alex, how was your day one? With the whole no translating thing?
Honestly, I stood in my kitchen for 10 minutes calling my microwave like we'd never met before.
And?
And it worked, weirdly. Until my roommate walked in and I had a full identity crisis trying to introduce him too.
Oh no. Please tell me you didn't call him roommate the way you were calling the microwave.
I panicked and said, "The guy who lives here," which, in hindsight, might have been more offensive than translating.
Okay, that's a day 3 problem. Today we've got a bigger one.
Bigger than the roommate thing?
Yes, Alex, bigger. Welcome to Almost Native, day 2 of our 10 Days to Think in English challenge. I'm Maya.
And I'm Alex.
So yesterday you spent 10 minutes naming your own furniture. Maybe you should probably be a little nervous.
Now I'm nervous, also mildly offended, in advance, on principle.
We're talking about the thing happening inside your head every time you build a sentence before you say it.
Oh no, is this about my grammar theory?
This is entirely about your grammar theory.
I stand by it, for the record.
You won't by the end of this.
Bold claim.
I have a bold plan. Most learners believe fluency means correctly assembling grammar fast in your head before the words come out. That's the belief.
I mean, yeah, that is basically my entire belief system right now.
Here's the problem with it. Native speakers barely think about grammar while they're talking. At all.
Wait, none?
Almost none. Okay, so your theory. Say it properly this time.
If I could just build the grammar faster in my head, correct tense, correct structure, before I speak, I'd pause less. It's basically a speed problem.
Let me tell you about my university oral exam. I spent the full 2 minutes before answering silently building the grammatically perfect sentence in my head. Subject, verb, correct tense, everything accounted for.
And?
By the time I said it out loud, it came out stiff, completely correct, and stiff like I was reading off a card that didn't exist.
Okay, but it was grammatically correct.
Completely correct, and it still sounded wrong.
How does correct sound wrong?
That's exactly the question. If grammar wasn't the problem, and clearly it wasn't, I had the grammar, why would thinking about it that hard make things worse instead of better?
Huh. Yeah, I genuinely don't have an answer for that.
Neither did I for years.
Comforting.
A little, because grammar was never supposed to be built first. Here's the idea for today. Meaning builds the sentence. Grammar just rides along.
Rides along how?
Remember yesterday? Cut out the middleman, skip translation?
Yeah.
Same idea, except yesterday was single words. Today it's the whole sentence. You don't assemble the grammar first and then speak. You go straight from what you mean to what you say, and the grammar mostly arrives correct on its own, without you engineering it.
Mostly?
Mostly. Nobody's promising perfect. Let me show you. Imagine a book's about to fall off a shelf right onto your friend's head.
Okay.
What do you say right in that second?
Watch out.
Did you build that grammatically first? Subject, verb, tense?
No. It just came out.
Exactly. Meaning went straight to words, no middleman.
Okay, that's actually a really good example.
Here's another one. Someone tells you the funniest thing that happened to them at work today.
Okay.
You don't sit there constructing, that is quite an amusing anecdote. What actually comes out?
Probably just, no way, that's hilarious.
Right. Same mechanism. Meaning arrives, words follow immediately, grammar rides along without you supervising it.
So it's not that I can't do this. I'm already doing it constantly. Just only when I'm not trying.
That's the whole idea for today, actually. That mechanism already exists in you. It just switches off the second you're trying to sound correct instead of just reacting.
So if I'm getting this right, the pause isn't from not knowing English. It's from routing through a grammar construction step that half the time isn't even necessary.
That's exactly it. Let's practice. Easy first. Somebody just told you they got the job they wanted. React instantly.
That's amazing! Congratulations!
Did you build that?
No, it just happened.
Good. One step up. Give me your honest opinion, right now, no planning. What do you think about working from home?
Honestly, I think I get more done, but I miss talking to people during the day.
Notice anything?
I didn't plan the grammar. I just said what I actually think, and it came out fine.
One more step up. A new coworker asks you how the coffee machine works. Explain it, now.
Oh, okay, so you put the pot in, close the lid, press the button, and then it just does the thing.
Does the thing.
Listen, it does the thing. I wasn't building perfect grammar, I was getting the man coffee.
And notice, that was a longer sentence than the first two, more steps, more structure, and you still didn't stop to construct it.
Huh. I guess longer isn't automatically harder.
It's not. Now here's the tricky one. This is where the old habit comes back hardest. Actually, didn't this happen to you last month with your manager?
Oh no, don't bring that up.
I'm bringing it up.
Fine. Yeah. He asked, in front of the whole team, why the project was behind schedule, and I just completely locked into grammar brain. Well, the thing is, there were some, complications that,
It was rough. And in that exact moment, what was different from the coffee machine explanation we just did?
because I actually cared what he thought of me. With the coffee machine, there was nothing at stake.
Wait, say that again?
There was nothing at stake with the coffee machine. That one, I was being judged.
Huh, that's actually a sharper way to put it than what I was about to say. It's not fluency versus non-fluency, it's relaxed versus performing.
I wasn't trying to be clever, that's genuinely what it felt like.
No, that's a real distinction. I don't think I've heard it put that clearly before.
Hmm.
Here's something textbooks basically never mention. Native speakers make grammar mistakes constantly while talking. Constantly.
Wait, actually? Native speakers?
All the time. Restarted sentences, wrong tense, self-corrected 2 words later, sentences that technically don't finish the way they started.
Then how does anyone understand anything?
Because listeners are tracking meaning, not grammar. As long as the meaning lands, the structural mess barely registers. Watch. So we were gonna, actually, you know what? Never mind. Let's just start over. Nobody in that room is diagramming that sentence. They're just following where you're going.
Huh. So the bar is way lower than I thought.
Way lower. Here's the second thing, actually. Notice I just said gonna, not going to.
I did notice that, yeah.
That's not laziness. That's native speakers building whole phrases as single units instead of word by word. Gonna isn't broken grammar. It's just how going to compresses when meaning is moving faster than individual words.
Okay, that's actually kind of fascinating.
It's a whole thing. We'll get into it properly later this challenge. For today, just start noticing it happening around you.
Noted.
Remember the coffee mug from yesterday and the book almost falling today?
Yeah?
Same mechanism every time. You weren't grammar checking any of them, you were just meaning, straight to words. That's not a special skill. That's just what happens the moment performing turns off.
Okay, so if I'm explaining this to someone, it's not that my grammar's bad. It's that the second something feels high stakes, I switch from just meaning what I say to performing it. And that's where I stall.
That's it exactly. And the fix isn't more grammar study. It's noticing when you slip into performing and letting the sentence come out the way it did with the book falling or the coffee machine.
Right. Trust the reflex.
Trust the reflex.
I'm still a little stuck on gonna, by the way.
Save it for later this week.
Fine. Noted. For the second time today.
I think the thing worth sitting with is correct isn't the same as connected. My oral exam answer was completely correct, and it still didn't land, because I wasn't talking to anyone, I was performing for a grade. The moments people actually remember you for are never the grammatically flawless ones. They're the ones where you clearly meant something.
So what's today's challenge?
Watch 1 minute of English video today. A show, an interview, anything, and don't pause it. Not even once, even if you miss words.
Not even to check something?
Not even once. You're not training your ears to catch every word, you're training your brain to follow meaning without needing everything. Same thing we just did with grammar.
Trust the reflex, part 2.
Exactly that. That's day 2.
8 to go.
Tomorrow we're getting into why this whole thing feels so hard in the first place, the actual reason you freeze.
Oh, I have thoughts on that one.
Save them for tomorrow too.
Subscribe if you're doing this with us.
See you tomorrow.